Hi and welcome to a new league. So yesterday I got a trophy with this beautiful Orzhov Scam list and it felt great. I want to try it again. I want to record a video with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to record also the trophy via the replay section, but yeah, you could ask why aren't you playing the Rakdos version instead of this one? So we have a couple of reasons to play this over the Rakdos version. So first of all, Ephemerate is a better overall blink effect. You can blink even if the creature is not dying, so you can protect from exiling, and you could also just get a bunch of value. Samwise is, you will see, it's crazy good. You can just fetch, get Samwise into play, get a land for free, just our little Drannith home. And then Elesh, yeah, we have also Elesh Norn to stop elementals, but that's not the important stuff. And we got Solitude. Solitude, it's an overall better removal effect than Fury. I know it's not that good at beating down your opponent, but still it's not bad at all. Gaining a bunch of life is always useful. And then we have access to a lot of better sideboard cards such as the Drannith, Sanctifier, pretty good, Vindicate to fight Tron, and also a couple of Lorans or Disenchant effect. I made only one change, adding Tourach instead of one copy of Loran and the second Elesh Norn in the sideboard. I was not a huge fan of Elesh Norn, but I didn't face an elemental, so I need to uh, figure out if in this league if it's worth it or not. And then many people were playing the One Ring in this shell instead of the Stoneforge package. I think that Stoneforge is a bit better as a follow-up for a turn 1 Grief. It's a big threat, bringing in Kaldra turn 3 against, I don't know, Tron um, or Coffers is almost always a GG. So I kind of like the idea of having Stoneforge as my turn to play after Grief. And then Sheoldred is just super good against the ring. So it's just a good turn 4 play. So nothing more to say, let's jump into the league. Okay, we are on the play. Give me Grief, please. This is not one of my best ends so far, so I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this is similar to the first one, but I'm going to keep. I think I can bottom the Godless Shrine. The fetch turn 1. I might even also keep the fetch around just to play a Samwise and get back the fetch. But I have another one, so I'm just going to fetch to get rid of some of the lands in the deck. Okay, nice. I forgot to remove um this, the yielding. Orcish Bowmaster. What a card. Hopefully they are going to play something that is not a removal on the Orcish Bowmaster. That way I can keep up Feign Death. Okay. I couldn't wait though. I didn't want to play around counter spells or uh, anything like that. Or being hit by a Ragavan for all that matters. Now I just need a Sheoldred or even Stoneforge is fine. Thoughtseize is also good because they likely have a counter spell in hand now. I didn't play around Ragavan Dash though. Expressive iteration, sure. Lightning Bolt Exile, they missed the land drop. Okay, I need a Sheoldred now. Another Orcish Bowmaster, still pretty good. I'm going to play a land tapped. Should I go for Orcish Bowmaster now? Kinda want to. I had to do it before. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Because they might want to go Consider or something like DRC Consider. Expressive Iteration, that's fine. Spire Bluff Canal, sure. What else do you have? I'm still going to play end of turn Orcish Bowmaster, and maybe they want to bold Bowmaster or something like that. Kinda hope so. So not fetching. Nice. Should I grab another basic? I think so. Solitude. Don't mind me. So we have an answer for a Murktide too, unless they go land Murktide and keep up counterspell. I could have also kept the Emeria's Call in hand just to evoke Solitude and Feign Death the Solitude. Again. And let's try to go again for a Feign Death. If they want to counter Feign Death, it's fine. Okay. Because they're going to take at least 4 damage, fetch plus. Unless they have a Bolt in hand. They took 3 damage anyway. Ragavan. Okay. So I think you're going to block now, right? Jump block. They're not going to block. What? Why? Should they go for this Solitude now? I think so, because they could have a counter spell. That was so risky. I mean, I already played 2 copies of Orcish Bowmaster, so it's unlikely for me to have another one, but still. Rather, huh? So you're still playing the Shredders. And a Murktide. Discard the land, please. So I need to Solitude this Murktide. 2-4. I cannot beat that one, though. And even if I... It's kinda risky, because if I play Elesh Norn trying to go for a Solitude next turn, they could have up Counterspell. They already saw 2 copies of Counterspell, though. I could be dead to double bolt too. But I kinda like the idea. I want to go Elesh Norn into Solitude next turn. It's a bit riskier, but I think it's more valuable. They gain 10 next turn, they take 10. So they're down to 3 again. But they managed to kill both creatures. I feel like it's the right choice. They already used... They exiled 1 bolt, 2 cards left in their hand. So. And they shouldn't be able to kill the Elesh Norn here, right? consider. That's fine. And they could also just go for another Murktide. If they go for another Murktide, am I dead? Don't think so. Draw discard. Discard the land. Okay, so you have to target this one and the Murktide. One card left in their hand. Is it a counter spell? Hopefully it is not. Stern Scolding out of nowhere. Okay, okay, so I think I'm going to take Redder and Murktide. I have nothing to loot with the lands, so I'm just going to play them. They could. No, I don't have any more Emeria Skull copies, but still, having a land is not bad. I could draw, I don't know, Kaldra later in the game. So they could trade like these. I don't think that was the right choice, but it doesn't matter too much. Okay, nice. So against a deck like that, I want Sanctifier, and I could just go Chalice on one. It's fine, not great, so I'm not sure about that. I could bring in the Vindicates just to get rid of the Murktides, because otherwise we have only Solitude to kill that thing. Elesh Norn, it's not great in this matchup, but I'm quite happy with the main board. I mean, Dauthi is strong against them, Orcish Bowmaster is amazing, Stoneforge to get a sword is pretty good, they cannot answer Kaldra easily. Sheoldred is just fine against them. Thoughtseize is not that good. They could get one Thoughtseize. Kinda like Batterskull too, but maybe it's too slow. Yeah, I think I can get one Batterskull, because I'm likely just going to grab Sword or Kaldra every single time, right? And do we need anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. And I like a lot this sideboard. We have a lot. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. This is a keep. And it's not a bad keep, because I can go turn 2 Stoneforge. Okay, turn 2 Stoneforge. They're likely going to kill the Stoneforge, and then, or I could just go Thoughtseize, Grief. Why not? Fetch for basic planes. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it later. So this turn I'm going to take these two, and then they go Mishra's Bubble. Or I could just take Mishra's Bubble and Shredder, and they're left with Cast into Fire. I think it's fine. And I'm going to take the Cast into Fire later. Even if they get Delirium, because they're going to fetch, have an artifact they can cast into fire, I guess. Okay. I mean, it's not that bad, right? Because if they waste a removal on the Grief, they won't have a removal for my Stoneforge that can freely get, like, I don't know, a Kaldra at this point. Expressive Iteration just like that. Why didn't they fetch to get Delirium, though? It's so strange. Because they had creature, artifact, sorcery, and they just needed land. I don't like this play. Yeah, I don't like this play. Flooded Strand exile, so I'm just going to check your end again. Okay, I need to take Casting Fire now, because I'm going to play Stoneforge, and they have an answer for Kaldra, so I don't like that option. Still fetching for basics. Let's play Stoneforge. Should I get Kaldra now or the sword? I think Kaldra is fine. They're missing an answer. My clock is faster, 8 damage per turn. On this way, next turn I can go Godless Shrine tapped. Wow, they have a bolt right off the top. Okay, likely I have another Stoneforge, so I can just play another Stoneforge next turn. And they graveyard the second bolt here. Consider. Counterspell into the graveyard. Okay, they're winning the race. Okay, let's play another Stoneforge. Get the sword into play. Tapped land, pass the turn. I mean, both my threats here are pretty good. I think I'm going to prioritize Sword of Fire Ice, because I need to eat land drops and find a Solitude to get rid of this annoying creature. Okay, more of that. More of those. Expressive Iteration. Double Surveil. Bubble into the graveyard, and that was kept on top. I mean, they could have a removal, right? Otawara, exile. So no removals for them. Take me for 3. Emeria. So should I think I should go for sort of Fire Ice now. 1 turn clock. I mean 2 turn clock for them. I have 7 damage this turn though. Plus the Cauldron next turn. So I'm not in a bad spot anyway, because I just go Kaldra and kill them. Unless they have a removal for the Stoneforge. Yeah, I had to put maybe Kaldra this turn. But I wanted to draw 1, right? I'm missing 2 damage. So I just need a Orcish Bowmaster. And then Ephemerate is going to kill them. Even Solitude is fine. More Ephemerates. Okay, so I'm going to attack now. Put them down to 2 and draw 1. Then I can draw with the Silent Clearing 2. Dauthi Voidwalker. So I need to draw 1. Sanctifier could do the trick. Maybe not. They have creature, artifact, land, instant. Doesn't matter. They still keep Delirium. Stairs Scolding? Fuck. Yeah, I misplayed that turn. I had to play Kaldra and then the turn after get the sword into play. That was so bad. Maybe this turn I had to Grief 2 first. And they add creature, artifact, land, and instance. It doesn't matter. Yeah. The only mistake I made was to not play Kaldra as soon as I could. At least was my mistake and not flow of the deck. Explosive is not that bad, but I think I can manage to get rid of the DRC quite easily in the early turns. They're playing Stern Scolding. Play first, and we have a Stoneforge, nothing more. I mean, I could go for a slow play and get a Stoneforge into play like turn 3, but I think it's too late, I guess. Don't know, even Sheoldred is fine though. I think I want to keep. I think I want to keep top land to fetch. I could also just draw another Stoneforge and go for a Stoneforge turn 2. I think it's fine. And Sheoldred is such a good card against them. Okay, this could be a Stern Scolding. Orcish Bowmaster. Pretty awesome draw here. Because they cannot play anything next turn, and I can just go end of turn Orcish Bowmaster. They could get a play a counter or removal, and then I go Stoneforge plus blinking effect. I want double black to play my Sheoldred. Are you going to crack your Mishra's bubble? You do. So now I play Orcish Bowmaster, and I think you will probably have removal for that. Love this card. Just really love this card. They could go cast into fire now. Okay, no lead, that's fine. No lead, it's not that scary to be honest. They draw one. Marsh Flats. Okay. So I think that I'm just going to play Stoneforge now. Do you have Stern Scolding? You do not. Okay. And I think I want a sword now. Even if I have protection for my Stoneforge, I think that they're likely going to remove it anyway. So I can protect and get Kaldra later. Okay. I will play Feign Death first. Because it's an overall worse card and I don't mind having, I don't care about having Ephemerate into exile right now because I only have 2 artifacts in my deck. So I just need to play around counterspell for 1 turn. So if they keep up, we just won the game like that. This was a fantastic, amazing end against Murktide. Wow, basically this was a 3-0 against Murktide. 'Cause even the last game was just so good. I misplayed a bit, but it was lethal. This deck is just a little gem. So close to being a keepable, and yeah, I cannot keep this hand though. Okay, this is just bad. Mm, If only I had 2 lands, I could have kept this hand. Yeah, I could have kept with another, with a Thatch land or something. Okay. So think I'm going to bottom the Dauthi and one Concealed Courtyard. This way you can go turn 2, Samwise, turn 3, Stoneforge, keep up Ephemerate. Don't scam me. Don't Ragavan. Play something else, play it. Okay. Mm, so I go Godless Shrine, last turn. Next turn, I go Marsh Flats, they attack me, I play Samwise, get back the Marsh Flats, block the monkey. Turn after Ragavan, Stoneforge, and Ephemerate. See no other options, sadly. I mean Ragavan after... Okay, I had to land on top. I mean Ragavan after... Uh... Oh, Thoughtseize me. After Lord of the Rings is surely weaker, but it's still a good card. Wow, they kept just like the one lander. This means that I cannot do the Samwise trick. I'm just going to play Samwise and hopefully kill the Ragavan. Unless they have a removal spell. And then I'll try to go for a sword. Because I could have a discard spell for my Kaldra, so it's a bit scary. It's nothing. You are the ring bearer. Don't kill my thingy, please. Okay, treat like this. I'm dying. That's fine. It's fine. So now... So I could just go Grief Ephemerate and have a blocker for the Ragavan. Grief Ephemerate Stoneforge. It's not that bad, I guess. Yeah, I think it's my best option. So I'm going to fetch for a basic. They have my Samwise. So basic planes, then I go Grief. Terminate. Citan Pyromancer, Orcish Bowmaster, Thoughtseize. So you kinda have to take Terminate and Thoughtseize, right? Yeah. This way they cannot steal my equipment with Dauthi. And they cannot kill my two creatures. Orcish Bowmaster is not doing much here. Even if they manage to hit land drop. So now I have two options here. I kinda like to get a sword. Because they have a lot of removal, so even if they kill the Stoneforge, I can just play the sword. And if I draw land, I'm just going to equip it to something, I don't know. Probably just, I'm still going to play to hardcast the sword anyway. Because I want to trade Ragavan for the Grief. But then they can Grief me. It's not that easy, but I don't want to give them a free land drop. But I also want to keep the sword around, right? Ah. This is an our turn. Because what if they attack me and they have a land and they play Spyro? It's not that big of a deal. But still, I'm not sure if I'm going to draw land. I could draw something like a Sheoldred or even worse. I don't know, an Elesh Norn. I need to keep this sword around though. If I want to win, I need to draw cards, so I need the sword in play. This means that I'm not going to trade Dragon for Grief unless they attack me with both creatures. If they attack me with both creatures, that's fine. I think that we have a slight advantage against that deck because having a Sanctifier is pretty good in the sideboard. Plus, Excelling Effects is always good against the deck, so Solitude's so good. Okay, I'm going to let them eat me. I don't want to give them a grief. And they stole Feign Death. Okay, Feign Death is kinda scary. 'Cause they could have a Fury in hand. If they just cast Fury with my Feign Death, I'm going to concede. Okay, they could Feign Death, Dauthi Voidwalker, and steal one of my Samwise or maybe my Marsh Flats. Did they choose? Still don't know. I need a land now. They still Samwise? I think it. I don't like this choice. You need more lands, and Samwise not getting you anything. What's your idea here? I mean, you have a 4/3 Doughty Voidwalker. That sounds like a good plan. Okay, I need to top deck a land now. I need to top deck a land. That is my best possible draw, because I need to kill. Maybe I made a mistake. Let's see. I need to hold priority. Target Stoneforge, activate Stoneforge. Okay, we are fine. This way I can still get, I think, a Batterskull. Not going to get a Kaldra. And I didn't draw land. This is looking so bad now. Oh, I need to chump block like these. You kinda have to. Did they attack then? I don't think so. Because still they could just get one of my creatures. I don't know, I could just chump block the Ragavan with Stoneforge. I need to remember that Sword of Fire Ice is going to trigger the Orcish Bowmasters too. They're still missing the land drops though. Okay, they want to attack me with the Ragavan. They want to keep the Grief around, so I'm just going to block like these, I guess. Or what if I wait a turn? I need to chump block here. I cannot give them a free treasure now because they have a seasoned pyromancer. Okay. Another grief, so I'm just going to whip the sword here, right? Don't go terminate, please. And if you had the terminate, you would have used it last turn, right? Okay, if I attack now, what's going to happen? I mean, they could play Orcish Bowmaster and lock grief with everyone. But then if okay, I could do that. I think I need to wait one more turn. I need another creature into play. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait. I have a good blocker for the Ragavan, and that's good enough. It's mostly going to take 4 damage from the Dauthi. What do you have? Orcish Bowmaster, I think that's your only play. Yeah, here comes the Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, that's fine. This is not an easy game. Okay, they ping me. And now they could attack me with everyone. I need to block the Ragavan, take 8 damage. Then I can attack. I could be dead next turn into turns. Because they just attack me with all. I block here. Then I can attack. I cannot kill the Dauthi. I'm going to kill, I don't know, Orcish Bowmaster, I guess. And then they have this Dauthi that is going to kill me. I need my own Dauthi. They're just going to attack me like that. Okay. So I'm down to 6. I'm dead next turn anyway. So I think I have to attack now. Cannot play this Emeria Skull. So they could chump block with the 2 Orcish thingy here without killing the Grief though. I mean, you're playing my same deck. How? There's Menace. You have it in your deck too. And they tried 2 times. You have to block. It's double block. Okay, they go for the kill on the Grief. That means that if I play Emeria Skull, I'm just dead though. I needed a Solitude here, I don't know. If I take 3 damage, yeah, that's just game. Close game though. I think it was really close. We had some good choices to make. Maybe I had to keep Stoneforge around to get Batterskull into play. You know that the Dauthi Voidwalker on their side was so scary. So I kind of like Elesh Norn against them. It's not that bad. Grief is okay. I think I can cut 2 Thoughtseize. I could also bring in a Vindicate. Maybe Samwise is not that good against them. Yeah, one more removals, because they could just play, I don't know, turn 1 Fury, just to be a bit aggressive. The only thing that this deck is missing, it's one of the reason why I'm still not sure if this is better or a fine choice instead of Rakdos Scam, is that we are missing a lot of turn 1 plays, Ragavan, and then we don't have a good follow-up, just like Spyro. I think I have to mulligan this one. Okay, this is not that good, but I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to bottom Sheoldred, because I want a white card for my Solitude. Land into past turn, okay. So, Godless Shrine. Another Godless Shrine. That's fine. I'm missing just one land to be able to play Sheoldred, so it's not that bad. They need Fury plus Scam effect to get rid of the Sheoldred or a Terminate. Okay, they don't have any. Okay, that's the land. So I could just go Vindicate the Blood Crypt, right? I think it's fine. We still have another removal for Fury. They don't mind putting them back to one land. Another Blood Crypt tapped again. Okay, let's play Sheoldred now. Not a bad spot. So if they go Terminate now, I could draw a land to play Elesh Norn. If they play Spyro, I'm just going to play this sword, I guess. What if they go Fury? Okay, they have a fatal push for my Sheoldred, sadly. Clean answer. Now I need lands or a Sanctifier. Should I play the sword first or Sanctifier? I think that playing the sword now is fine, because next turn I can go Sanctifier and equip it. Okay, still no Orcish Bowmaster for them. I don't know what they have in hand. Didn't play a K command, so Ragavan Dash. Okay, I'm not going to waste anything on this Ragavan, they can hit me. I stole a Stoneforge Mystic. Like white, you play the Stoneforge Mystic, okay. You got it. Mount Doom. Don't think I'm going to die to that Mount Doom, to be honest. So I have two options here. I think that I'm going to play both my creatures here without equipping the sword to anyone. Because Dauthi with the sword is just so menacing. Okay, they're just going to kill the Dauthi right away, that's fine. Upland. Okay. I wonder what they have in hand because they didn't play anything. So I think that they have another removal. And we know that they have also. Okay, let's attack for now. I don't think that they can beat an Elesh Norn. Actually, they could with a Terminate. Yeah, that sounds like a scary thing to happen. So it's better if I just play Elesh Norn. Do we have your Terminate? Please don't kill my Elesh Norn. Yeah, Terminate. Okay. I mean, it's still fine. Still have a Solitude and a sword. I don't have a Solitude anymore. Griffin to play. They have to block like this. They play the Ragavan. I needed a good top deck though. I'm just going to attack. They jump with the Stoneforge. I take 5 damage. And they get a treasure and card on my from my deck. Still need to put pressure here. Imagine having something like a Orcish Bowmaster in this spot. They could steal my Orcish Bowmaster in this spot too. I don't think it matters too much. Dauthi Voidwalker is a good hit though. Because I can kill one of their creatures. And that's it though. I think I have to... Sorry. Another Dauthi. Okay, I'm just dead then if I do manage to draw something really good. This was not something really good. So I have one more draw. Can I have to go for a Dauthi kill? But even if I kill a Dauthi, I'm just dead anyway. I don't know. Let's see. I need a Solitude. That doesn't do anything. Ephemerate. What is Ephemerate doing for me? I can blink, Sanctifier, and block the Ragavan, right? It's not too bad, I guess. And I'm down to 1 because of Mount Doom. I could actually be dead to the Mount Doom. Send that in 2 turns. I need a good top deck next turn. This is one of the reasons why Ephemerate is better than Undyne effects. Still, I'm not sure if it's enough to save me. Because I need to kill this one, but I'm still dead to the Mount Doom, so I need 2 good top decks in a row. I think I'm just dead then. I could draw a Solitude. Even if I draw Solitude and to Solitude my own Sanctifier, it's not going to do much, sadly. Wow, so many lands. Sadly, this was not the game of the year. Okay, this is fine, and I cannot play Doughty, but still I have a lot of good turns play, so turns to play. And I think we are facing Rhinos. So Marsh Flats pass turn. Okay, it's definitely not Rhinos. I can't recall which deck is playing that card. I saw it in some lists, but I'm not sure which one. Should I play around Fire Ice? I think I'm just going to play a Plains and pass the turn. I have two good options here. I could get back my Marsh Flats or play Orcish Bowmaster. Okay, they do nothing. I'm still waiting then. Okay, let's go for Godless Shrine, Samwise, get back Marsh Flats. Now I'm just going to attack them. And I think I'm going to leave up mana for the Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. So Godless tapped, pass a turn. Put them on fire. Okay. So they're not drawing cards. Okay, I could give them 2 counterspell or I think I'm fine. The bottom pile will be presented face down. I think I'm fine giving them these 2 cards because I have an answer for my for their Orcish Bowmaster, and I don't like to play around double counterspell. If they get double counterspell, it's fine for me, I guess. Okay. So they got the Orcish Bowmaster and the land. Land tapped, I'm just going to untap, play a land. I could also just go for a Dauthi into Orcish Bowmaster, killing their Orcish Bowmaster, but I think I'm just going to talk and play Stoneforge. So this is one of those games where if you manage to resolve a Kaldra, they shouldn't have too many answers for it, so I'm just going for a Kaldra. They still have 7 cards in hand, I have 6. This is a pretty close game. Push on the Stoneforge? No. We've got something else. Sacrifice a non-token creature, so I'm going to sacrifice the Orcish Bowmaster. I need Stoneforge around. Second Edict. Push, yeah, sure. Okay, so kinda want to go for a Dauthi Voidwalker this turn into Flooded Strand. Last turn. As soon as I get a bunch of lands here, my end is going to be so good. Because our casting Emeria's Call and Drown and Kaldra is just super good. I think that they are playing the list with 3 copies of Drown and 3 copies of Counterspell. Okay, the one ring is annoying. The one ring surely is annoying. It was not something I was looking for, sadly. I mean, it's a land, but it's a top land. Not that I would have played something this turn, so it's fine. It's actually fine. Take 1 damage there. I'm still waiting for them to give me a good card here. Should I play this Solitude now? Think so. It's just a good way to pressure them. Subtlety. Okay. So I have two good options actually. I could grief them. I think that they have something good in their hand. Kinda want to grief them first. I could steal like a 1 ring. Okay, they managed to draw their last counterspell then. Okay, at least we get to keep Emeria's Call and Kaldra. 3 damage to you. I could take 10 damage from these two, I need to remember that. I could draw 4 more cards and play another ring. So boring. Yeah, they're untapping the 1 ring. Draw 4. They need another 1 ring this turn. Comes the 1 ring again. Sure. I have 6 cards in my graveyard, so they cannot drown in the lock. Actually, I could steal them the 1 ring now. It's not that bad, actually. So I'm likely just going to cast Kaldra, and then the 1 ring. They can drown in the lock the 1 ring. Maybe Emeria's Call is a bit better now. So you got a Takenuma, Orcish, and Polluted Delta. I mean, maybe Emeria's Call is better. Go for a force. Okay. Can I get your ring, please? I could have countered Force of Negation, but I want the ring. Drown in the lock. Double black. Yeah, it's fine. I'm getting protection anyway, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I'm dumb. I didn't have protection yet. Yeah, whatever. Didn't have the protection yet. Sheoldred. Sheoldred. I need to draw my own Sheoldred now. They have so many cards though. I have protection. I mean, I still have casted it, so Ephemerate. Okay. I'm just going to play Solitude. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell for the Solitude here. They obviously do. They have a Subtlety. So how does this work? I put this on top, then I can draw one. I don't know. Let's see. So he takes 6 damage. Then I can Solitude. Now I'm just dead. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. They got so much advantage. So against a deck like that, I want Sanctifier, I want Vindicate. Solitude is not that bad, actually, so maybe it's worth to keep it in. Elesh Norn, it's not great. Samwise is fine. Batterskull, it's not great. Maybe I'm just getting the Samwises. Yeah. Okay, we have the turn 1 Grief, so I'm going to keep. 2 land, turn 1 Grief. Everything seems fine. Unless they go Subtlety turn 1, obviously, but still we are taking 2 cards out of their hand, and then I can still go Grift next turn, so it's fine. And this is going to be a Grief pitching Grief. Does Grief resolve? Thanks. Oh, explosives. Explosives on 2, it's pretty good, I guess. So I need to take, I think, Loran and Sheoldred's Edict. Because they're missing double blue, so I think it's fine. And then if they fetch, I have the Vindicate to remove the water grave they're likely going to take. This was a good draw. Wow, you have... Don't tell me you have a... Okay, okay. I was expecting like a push here. So we're going to grab Kaldra, I think. Because now I have 2 threats that you need to handle. Okay. As you can see, turn 2 Stoneforge after a Grief is such a good follow-up. Instead of just waiting for a ring or just playing a Dauthi, I don't know. Feels better to me. So they have explosives, they have a lot of counter spells. So on the draw, maybe I put back the Samwise just to have... I don't think Samwise is good though against an Orcish Bowmaster deck. I think I'm fine with this setup. We have a Vindicate, we have the Sword, we have the Stoneforge. They kept 7. I think I must do better than this. This is worse. This is unplayable. Okay. Not too happy about any of these draws, to be honest. Maybe keeping my first hand was better. I don't know. I don't think so. It was just bad, do nothing, and die, trying to survive until turn 3. It wasn't so good. Okay. They could have a spell pierce now. Okay, they have nothing. One ring push, Orcish, Orcish. So what should I take here? The one ring? Let them push my first Stoneforge, then fight over the Orcish Bowmasters? Maybe? I think so. Play the island, pass. Okay, that was a lucky draw. So let's play the Stoneforge first. Because I want them to push this turn, not to play Orcish Bowmaster. I think that they're still going to play Orcish Bowmaster, but just to be more mana efficient, so it's fine. Okay, and now I get my sword. Pass the turn to you. Play Swamp, you push Stoneforge. And then you could go aggressive with another Orcish Bowmaster. You're not. So I play again Stoneforge. Trying to get a Kaldra this time. Maybe you don't have a removal spell. Okay, you didn't play Orcish Bowmaster or anything. Interesting. I mean, you're going to attack and then I cannot block, obviously, but you're not putting that much pressure into play. Okay. We have a Kaldra. This seems to be playable then. This seems to be playable. Now you play the Orcish Bowmaster. No. Play a Subtlety. Okay, you play your Subtlety. Pick me for a 3. I could play Orcish Bowmaster on their Orcish Bowmaster. I feel like I'm just dead in 2 turns, right? I need a good answer, so maybe putting the sword into play is better. But I want a blocker here too, so I think I'm just going to hardcast the sword, pass the turn, keep 2 blockers. They have counters, but that's fine. I needed a blocker here, because if they go Orcish Bowmaster, and I have Stoneforge stopped, I'm just dead. I need to block here, take 3/3, and I'm dead. I couldn't do that. I clearly couldn't do that. So now I don't even sure what I need. I need a removal for the subtlety, so maybe Vindicate is fine. What should I give them now? The one ring and a land? Feels so bad though. Everything feels so bad. We should just go for something like this. If they see the One Ring, maybe they're going to take the Orcish Bowmaster. I have no idea. Because I want them to try to draw cards. Okay, they got the Orcish Bowmaster. Am I dead then? Block here, take. Yeah, I'm just dead. Fuck. I mean, I had to try. I had to try, sadly. That's the ring bearer too. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, play. And I have turn 1 grief, so I'm going to keep a lot of Thoughtseizes, but maybe all this deck needs is the 1 mana Frodo. Not that bad, right? I mean, you play Orcish Bowmaster, Samwise Frodo, and you cut the Stoneforge package. I don't know. I like Stoneforge a lot, but it doesn't feel that it belongs to Modern anymore. It's just so slow, does nothing. And it's just kill your own family. Fable pass turn. So you need to top deck a lot of lands to get out of this situation. Leyline Binding, sure. Nice binding you got there. Let me take that too. Now I wanna fetch land to be able to get some good advantage out of this Samwise. Nice. So I'm just going to play Thoughtseize first. Play Marsh Flats, pass turn. Fetch for a basic. Play Samwise. Get back to land. Play top land, attack with all. Ooh, you managed to draw a Fable. Is this truly a Fable? Okay, it's just a prismatic ending. Okay, you're dead next turn. Maybe they top deck a Bolt or something like that. I don't know, maybe I should just cut the Stoneforge package. And put some more removals or I don't know. I don't like the one ring in this deck. It doesn't pitch well to anything at all. But on paper, Stoneforge is not that bad. I mean, you saw it already. Turn 1 Grief, turn 2 Stoneforge, and you win the game. So what do I want against them? I want explosives, not Chalice. Explosives, and what else? I could put in Tourach. Vindicate is not bad against them. Slowing them one turn is it's just good sometimes. Elesh Norn stays in. So I want explosive for sure. I think that this is not an Orcish Bowmaster game. Because they are going to draw only out of the Teferi. Batterskull once again doesn't seem too great. I'm missing something. Loran is not bad to kill the bindings. Okay, let's try something like this. I want to cut Samwise because they have a lot of exiling effects, so Sam is not great against those kind of effect anyway. I don't know, maybe I'm really trying, really going to try the Frodo. I could also try the enchantment effect that let you um that makes the ring tempts you. Call off the ring. Like 2 copies of that. So I'm just going to grief them again, I guess. I mean, but you see now turn 1 grief. They have to do something. They have to do something about the grief. And then I'm just going to play Stoneforge with a Kaldra. What do you do? And this scenario is obviously better than Frodo. This is so good. I mean, this is one more reason to play Ephemerate instead of uh, Undying Effects. I think that Orzhov has something to say in this meta. I should actually just play explosives now. Because we saw Spell Pierce in their hand, so I think explosives now is better. With full heals. So they could go for a Spell Pierce on my Rebound effect. Go for a Bolt there. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Now I can almost really go Stoneforge, get a Kaldra. But this deck has so many 2 drops. Maybe Dauthi belongs to the sideboard. Maybe I could bring Dauthi to the sideboard and bring in more removals like 2 Vindicates and 2 Fatal Push. Seems like a reasonable idea. Okay. I think I'm just going to. They could. Haha. They could creativity me next turn, so I need to wait one turn. I need to keep up these explosives, sadly. So if they have a removal on the Stoneforge now, it's good for them. Because they could just go removal. I must play Kaldra and then they go creativity. That's likely the perfect end for them. So let's go Kaldra and and step. Vindicate. I'm not going to cast this Vindicate. I'm just going to pressure them with my 6 damage per turn. Last turn. They're looking for a Leyline Binding. And I'm looking for a Thoughtseize, I guess. Cycling. Sure. Luckily for me, they're going to take a lot of damage with all those fetch lands. Their mana base is so painful. I don't think I want to crack the clearing yet, because I could draw land into Elesh Norn. So no creativity this turn. They go for it. Yeah, that means they have another creativity in hand, right? Gonna have to crack the clearing and look for a discard spell of any kind. Orcish Bowmaster. It's actually pretty good Orcish Bowmaster here. Because now I can kill another dwarf token. Yeah, they had the spell pierce up. So they could just go fetch land, dwarf token again, creativity, still keep up. They're just dead. I don't know. I need to study this deck a lot. Stoneforge is so good sometimes and so bad most of the times though. Okay, again, and this is just to keep. I hate these lands. I need to change them. I mean, I love the idea, but they're just so difficult to get if it's of a swamp or anything else. So I need to play Silent Clearing Reef. Okay, we are playing the same game. What should I get here? Spyro and Fury? What if they have another Fury though? I could leave them the Blood Moon and take like Feign Death, Fury. I think I have to take the Fury for sure. And then I'm going to take the Spyro and they have to draw exactly Fury to be in a good spot. I mean, if they manage to draw Fury, that's great for them. They want to take at least one more turn before taking the Feign Death. It's not a great card on its own, so leaving them with just Feign Death, it's fine. Okay. So they have a Grief. Again, what should I take here? I kinda want to take the Grief, right? What if I take the Feign Death, though? Yeah, maybe I should take the Feign Death now. Ooh, that's such a good draw. That's such a good draw. Cannot play around Blood Moon yet, because I need another fetch land, but still I have plenty of swamps, at least. This turn I'm going to fetch for basic and play Samwise, get back my fetch land. Not the best fetch land ever, I need Marsh Flats as soon as possible, but still not that bad. Okay, we got the Stoneforge. So Stoneforge is getting a sword, because then um they're going to play Blood Moon next turn, so I cannot activate Stoneforge anymore. Is this another? Yeah, I think it's another Delta. Because they cannot discard my swamp yet. I don't think that they have K command or something like that in the main deck. And again, in this spot, Stoneforge is so good. They cannot remove the Stoneforge, because I'm still going to play the sword and it doesn't matter. And if they don't remove the Stoneforge, I'm going to get a lot of advantage out of this sword anyway. In these precise spots, it's so good. I mean, this is a Blood Moon, yeah, whatever. Okay, Blood Moon, and you play the land that they didn't know about. So I'm just going to fetch for... just to thin the deck out. And now I need to play the sword. I could get a Grief into play, taking your Grief. I think I like that idea a bit more, to be honest. Okay, nice. Did they concede? Okay, yeah. So against this deck, as we say, one Sanctifier. Sanctifier feels so good against them. I think that all my artifacts actually are good enough. Sheoldred is pretty fine. They have an hard time getting rid of it. Thoughtseize is not great. Feign Death with Sanctifier is not good unless you cast it on Solitude or Stoneforge. So I think I'm going to keep it. Vindicate. I'm not sure about the Vindicates. Orcish Bowmaster feels okay. Not great though, just okay. But maybe Samwise is worse. But they have a lot of removals, so having some way to get back my creatures feels like the right choice. So maybe I will try to cut to Orcish Bowmasters. I think it's the right choice. I like Vindicate here because getting rid of Fable or an early Fury seems reasonable. Do we keep this hand? I think so. I don't want to mulligan. I haven't a Sheoldred so good against them. Okay, they're not scamming me, luckily for me. So I'm going to fetch for a basic planes with this card. What is your turn to? Yeah, I need to think about a lot of stuff with this deck. I need more turn one plays probably. So I think that they have Orcish Bowmaster in hand. They got slightly punished for not fetching a Swamp there or a Duel, but I think that they want my planes into play as soon as possible. So they're likely just going to kill the Stoneforge or play Orcish Bowmaster, one of the two. Okay, Orcish Bowmaster, it's fine. That's fine. So I'm only scared of Dauthi plus Thoughtseize or Grief. That could be really bad for me. Otherwise, this is a fine spot. I can just play Kaldra, have Orcish Bowmaster to kill their Orcish Bowmaster. I could even just play Sword or another Stoneforge and wait for the Sheoldred. Maybe I could just put 2 rings into my deck and be fine with that. But I don't like those rings in this deck. I mean, Sheoldred plus ring is crazy good, but you know, just so slow, I guess. They didn't do anything at all, so I'm free to play my Kaldra. I could also just get another planes if I want to. Should I be the... Yeah. I think that I am the one who is supposed to keep attacking now. With an end like this, I think it's fine for me to pressure them. What if they go for a Blood Moon now? Just fetch for another basic planes and then what? And then I need to play around Sword plus Stoneforge. Yeah, that's only an attack, obviously. So I'm leading their race just by 1 life point. This means that this fetch is going to even out. Okay, they have a fetch land too. Stop! Stop playing Seasoned Pyromancer! I wanted to play my Orcish Bowmaster first. Okay, they discard the Grief and Verdant Catacombs. What is my best play here? Because I have a lot of plays. I could just go Orcish Bowmaster into play this sword, maybe. So Kaldra is going to attack. That's surely one thing that I'm going to do. I think that Sheoldred in this spot is just too slow. So I'm just going to attack with the Kaldra and then I think I'm going to play Bowmasters and get the sword into play. Because Kaldra plus sword is going to win me the game next turn. And they have a blocker too, so I can block, kill. Maybe it's better to block here, kill this one. How much damage can I take here? They have 6, 8 damage, 9 with my silent clearing. Okay, they're just going to all-in attack me, so I play Orcish Bowmaster first. Kill their Orcish Bowmaster. Ooh, Feign Death. Okay. Feign Death is kinda scary. So you kill my Orcish Bowmaster now. Okay, fine. Fine. So I think I'm just going to block these two and take 6 damage. Is that right? I mean, people are not playing bolts anymore in Scam, so it should be fine to go down to 5. This resolves. So maybe they're not going to. Okay, I need to activate these. Play the sword. Hopefully they don't have a K command. If they have a K command, this is going to be so bad for me. Okay, we won. Okay, 3-2. So overall, I'm 8-2 with this list. Okay, so overall, as I said, I'm 8-2 with this list, so it's not bad at all. But I'm not sure if Stoneforge package is good enough for modern. I mean, surely in something like Hammer where you can just grab some 1 mana spells for basic free, it's always good. I don't know. This package is crazy good, so we keep this in, surely. Orcish Bowmaster is crazy good, so Orcish Bowmaster stays in. I could also just cut Sheoldred without the ring, it's just a good anti-ring card. So maybe it's just more a sideboard option than the main board one. If you have any suggestion, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, put a like, share with your friends. And thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video. Hopefully I will have some good tuning for this deck. And have a great day. See ya.